If you think Little Rock is the only place to buy, I'm going to be telling you why smart buyers are pursuing Ben and Bryant and going on to 2026. So stick around to the end of this video because this is going to explain why most buyers are going into Ben and Bryant than mostly the top communities that are going into Little Rock and why they are the most affordable. So let's jump right into the video. What's going on, guys? My name is Cody, Realtor with EXP. I help buyers find the next best deal and help sellers get the most amount of money. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video if you want more valuable content just like this. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video on why smart buyers are really actually choosing these communities. And let's start off with number one, affordability. This is going to be a very confusing topic because I did make a previous video of me saying the affordability that's in Little Rock. But hold on, it gets better throughout the video. Be sure to watch the entire video because number one, the affordability goes from $280,000 to $350,000. I'm just going to give you a quick spoiler. Most of Ben and Bryant is really a new construction community, and if we're going to explain that more into the video, but affordability is one of the top reasons why people are going to move because most buyers don't want to overpay for a home. They want to make sure they are comfortable. But what's the top priority? It's affordability. And when you get affordability in Ben and Bryant, you also get a lot of acreage. You also get a lot of privacy, which moves on to number two. You get a lot of school variations as well. What I mean by school variations is that you are working with or you are in the top schools of Ben and Bryant. You got Bryant High School, you got Ben High School. The reason why they're the top school is because they're sports-wise, they're academic-wise, and that's why they're so desirable, and it ties in with affordability, which is why more people are choosing, which are smart people are choosing these communities more. But what makes Ben and Bryant, one of the top schools over than Central High School and other schools that are in Little Rock in general? Let's start off with sports wise. Each year, at least in Ben and Bryant, if it's not Central High School, especially with the basketball team, they are one of the top schools academically in baseball, or not academically, but in sports wise in baseball. And I can justify that because I lost them, back then whenever I was playing baseball. And they're just really good. And academic wise, they're always a top schools with ACT scores and multiple, college academics and most just college scholarships wise. They're one of the top schools when it comes to Arkansas in general. You're probably thinking, Cody, I need some more information. That's not gonna pull the trigger enough for me to really move into Ben and Bryant. But also you want to know number three, the easy lifestyle of Ben and Bryant. Number one, the reason why, other than, the grievous traffic that comes with it every morning, you're about 20 to 25 minutes just from downtown and Little Rock in general, which is not bad compared to, you being in the Heights in Little Rock. You're roughly about 15 to 16 minutes away from the downtown area. But the lifestyle of Ben and Bryant is that it's open area. This is what's going back to the affordability. You get lots of space. You get lots of acreage for really around the $200,000 mark, really under the $300,000 mark. And again, I apologize if I sound sick. I'm actually sick right now. But the lifestyle that it comes with this is that, you get a lot of hunting seasons out there. There's a lot of amenities to do out there, especially in those new construction communities that they really offer when it comes to Ben and Bryant. But also that ties into number four, new development and new investment opportunities. Now, what do I mean by new development? This ties into what I said about number three, new construction communities. There's a lot of new development that is out there. New homes, new 2025 homes, and there's the investors to this day right now still building a lot of homes and communities, and there's a lot of investment potential, but you have to come out there with some money if you want to play a big game out there. And those new developments, by the way, are going for less than 200 grand. So especially if you're a seller, I'm going to give you some game on here. If you're a seller and you're competing with this new development, you're going to have to really compete with these new development properties because not only they're selling it for under 200 grand, but they're adding amenities on top of that. They're adding to pay some closing costs. They're asking to cover, realtor commission fees. And that's just basically just covering just the basis of what these sellers are willing to put on the table that you have to compete with, which is why that is something, especially if you're selling close to these new developments, you have to keep that in mind because that is your competition at the end of the day. But lastly, to get to the best part, is the community and safety. Now, whenever you relocate to Ben and Bryant, automatically known for is the safe community because they're far away from the downtown area. They're far away, from the hot springs area. Community and the safety is the top priority of Ben and Bryant in general. Like, for example, every time I go down there, there's always the state troopers, there's always the Ben and Bryant police on standby. When they get a call, like, they immediately rush to the scene. And I even drive down there and I see it on a daily. They are super committed out there, which keeps their community safe, which is a number one priority other than affordability, that a bunch of bars are really going to be looking for. Is the community safe? Is there somewhere that I can teach my kids? I can raise my kids there at that specific community. Is it safe? And yes, that's to answer your question. Those communities are safe. And now it only depends on where you decide to move into, because there are bad areas in Ben and Bryant that you should watch out for. But there's also good areas as well that the response times may be slower, the response times may be faster. So keep that in mind. Not everywhere is safe, but most of Ben and Bryant is safe. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this short video on why smart buyers are looking to relocate to Ben and Bryant. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video if you want more valuable content like this. Like I said, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to book that Zoom call if you're a struggling seller that needs to get their home sold, or just wants to get their home sold and get to their motivation in general. Or if you're a home buyer and you need a trusted buyer's agent to go out there and find you the next best deal for you and your family, be sure to book that Zoom call down in the description below, or just simply shoot me a text or give me a call. But again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it.